Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another live chat. Hope all is well. Hope everybody is having a great Sunday night, or afternoon, wherever you are, whether you're on the West Coast, East Coast, Southeast, Northwest, wherever you at. Hope everybody having a great one. I titled this Colorado Protecting Shedeur Sanders is Fixable. Take a page out of Mr. Saturday's book. And some people are going to be like, what do you mean by Mr. Saturday? I'm going to get into it in a second. I want to go over Coach Prime's press conference again, because he said something. It's the lineman. The lineman, this thing could be fixed. And he also said something in the press conference as well, something about aggression or something. So I want to go over that press conference again, if I may. I just want to listen to what he had to say again, especially for the offensive line. I want to hear him. I want to hear him clear. I want to hear him clear again on what he said about the offensive line. Because if I'm an offensive lineman, right, after the coach said this about the line I play on, it's nothing but smoke now. When I say nothing but smoke, there's going to be skirmishes in practice. It's going to be nothing but smoke. And I think there's a lot to this situation. It's more complicated in the offensive line. This is just my humble opinion. I'm just letting you know, I'm prefacing this. I didn't see any two tight end sets or anything like that. I didn't see any two running backs in the backfield. I didn't see much of any sweeps, any bootleg plays, or any pitch plays. I don't think I saw any of that. I did see a couple plays where they threw to, I saw that one play where they threw to Dylan in the flat, and he picked up a first down off of that, and he got ran out into the sidelines, into the opposing team sideline. I did see that. They didn't do enough of that. But I know he said that they want to establish the run. They can't establish it. But then I saw a couple plays where Hankerson got positive yards up the middle. But when I look at the stats, they abandoned the run. They didn't even really give the run a chance, actually. And when that happens, the defense, all they have to do is throw the house at you, and more than 85% of the time, they're going to be correct because you're throwing it. And so you got to have a balanced attack here. You have to keep them honest, and you got to establish that running game. But he said they can't establish the running game. But I was looking at the plays again. I'm like, I mean, I'm not a coach or anything, but I didn't see any sweeps, no toss passes, nothing to the flat. I saw a couple plays to the flat. And I don't know if Dylan is really effective running him up the middle. I don't think so. You're gonna get this kid hurt, running up the middle. That's just my opinion on it. I mean, he's probably gonna get bigger. I mean, he's just a freshman, but he has blazing speed, and I would like to see him more in the flat. That's just me personally, just looking at it from the outside in. Just giving my opinion on it. Because it's a little bit more complicated than just the offensive line breaking down. It has to come down to the plays. It has to come down to the play calling, because you're running him up the middle. Why can't you run a bigger back up the middle and have Dylan go in the flat? That's just, I don't know. I'm just asking questions because I don't know. Now, the offensive line is correctable, but even if you correct it, he's still going to get sacked if you just keep throwing it. If that's all you're doing 90% of the time is throwing the ball, he's still going to get sacked, because the offensive line cannot handle all of the blitz. They can only handle they can only handle one man or two at a time. That's it. Like if everybody on that defensive line is aggressively standing up and coming at you, and then you got a linebacker coming on the other side, and you ain't got no running back there to protect Shedeur, the offensive line is not going to be able to protect everybody. It's not the offensive line. Whoever that leader is for the offensive line, they need to stand up to these coaches. Whoever the leader is. I don't know who the leader is. Because the coach is already saying that, we got to go out and find some linemen. Now, I would take offense to it, especially if I'm an offensive lineman. I'm going to take offense to it because they cannot handle, because I went back and looked at it. I said, let me look at this again. Because, the linemen for UCLA, they were standing up most of the time. Like rushing in, like two were rushing to one gap, right? The center cannot handle two men rushing into one gap. And then you got a linebacker coming on the other side. They're not going to be able to stop everybody, especially if everybody is coming at one time. It's not possible, especially if you don't have a running back there to protect. You can clearly see what happened. But as far as the offensive lineman getting beat and stuff, that's correctable. They got the size, so that's correctable. They're just going to have to take a page out of Mr. Saturday's book. They got to take a page out of Mr. Saturday's book. Now, what do I mean by that, Jeff Saturday? I was just watching a video. I was just watching a highlight of him when he was mic'd up. Now, the center position is a very important position on that offensive line. That center got to have to talk to the rest of the offensive line, especially if he sees something. He got to make the adjustments when he's talking to him. Whatever they got to have call signs or something like that. Usually that's what Jeff Saturday was doing. He's almost like the quarterback of the offensive line. You know how like they say Shiloh is like the quarterback in the secondary? Well, that center is important too, because that center can see what's coming. And he's communicating with the quarterback, and he got to make sure his line is ready. Now, I couldn't tell if the center for Colorado was doing that. And also he has to be psycho. Now, I'm not saying this to be funny. He has to, whatever he got to do to psych himself up. I'd recommend him listen to the Onyx or something. Whatever he got to do to psych himself up, it got to be smoke in that game. It got to be smoke, especially if his quarterback get knocked down like that. And then you got I don't know if it was the linebacker that was checking his watch, standing over Shedeur. I don't know why the ref didn't call a flag on that, because he did it while he was standing over him. Now, if I'm the offensive lineman, for sure I'm taking a penalty. For sure I'm going to grab his face mask and I'm falling down. For sure I am, because I'm going to send a message. I'm going to send a message that we're not to be played with. You guys got to get, when I'm saying they got to get psycho, they got to get psycho. Ain't no smiling, I'd be in there hitting lockers or something. Whatever I got to do to get psycho for this game, that's what you got to do. You offensive linemen, I always known offensive linemen to be crazy, especially the ones I played with in high school. They had to be crazy. Those are the grunt men. They got to do the dirty work. The trenches ain't nothing nice in the trenches. Yeah, I know the rest of the games are really tough. But if it's a situation where they got to protect Shedeur, that's an easy fix. It's an easy fix because, like, it's just your playbook. You got to figure out a way to get that run going. Because I saw a Hankerson go up the middle and he was running it. It's a game of inches, man. It's 10 yards at a time. It's 10 yards at a time. And if you're going to have a running back go up the middle, make sure he got size. Whether it's McCaskill or Hankerson or Wilkerson, you got the size at running back. I understand that Dylan kills it in practice, but you still, I'm not saying that you don't use him either because he got speed. You got to use him. Throw it to him in the flat, you know? I mean, I think maybe was it one or two times? I mean, I never even seen two running backs in the backfield. I haven't seen it to where one is running the flat and one is blocking if need be. Or if he can act like he's blocking, then just dart to the right and go in the flat real quick and dump it off to him. That'll protect Shedeur from getting a beating because the defense, they're gonna have to watch out for these runs, and they know that Dylan is fast or these running backs can get positive yards in the flat. But if you're throwing it 85 to 90% of the time, it's very easy because UCLA didn't do anything spectacular. They just threw the house at them. That's it. And the offensive line is not going to handle all the house being thrown at them. You got to have some plays where you dump it off real fast, like you did at TCU. If you go back and watch that TCU game, that's what they did. You see how they threw the Dylan in the flat? You can't tell me that this offensive line is that garbage. They not. Because when he threw it to him in the flat, you had what's his name 30 yards upfield blocking for him. If Alton is the guy that they need, they're not using him. They use him like late in the game when it was over with. So I don't know what's going on with that. But this is a correctable situation here. Like, what's really going on here? Because like, where are these bootleg plays? Where are these sweet plays at? Where are they? I didn't see them. I saw it early on, like I think they did against TCU. And then that'll open it up for your receivers. Your receivers are not always going to be open. Or maybe they'll come back for the ball like that or whatever. But he didn't have a chance because those defenders was in his face immediately. And that's how it's been for all his sacks. They've been in his face immediately. They didn't have a chance because we're just going to take a chance and throwing the house at them because they're throwing it. That's what we're going to do. They don't have no running back in the backfield. They just have him. So now they don't got nobody to protect them. So let's just go throw the house at them. And I think that's what's happening here. You know, I understand that they say we need to go out and get an offensive line. Let me just tell you this. It's going to be very difficult to go get a J.C. Latham. It's going to be very difficult to get a J.C. Latham or a Javion Cohen. It's going to be very difficult to get somebody like that. Or Will Putnam. I think he's from Clemson, right? It's going to be very, or Troy, what's the dude from Washington? That's another one that's protecting Michael Penix. They got a NFL one there. Michigan has one, Trevor Keegan out of Michigan. You're not going to get them unless you can find them in a JUCO. Because one of them I mentioned, he came from JUCO. I can't remember which one. You will find them, but it's like as far as to get a more established one from their program, that's going to be unless they hit the portal. And if they hit the portal, everybody's going to be after them. So it's going to be hard to get that. It's like you're going to have to recruit on a high school level or whatever and build them up or somehow. But we're going to see in the offseason what they do. But I think it's still going to be difficult in that O-line position. But this O-line is correctable because I seen in the TCU game when Dylan got that touchdown, that offensive lineman was right there. He was right there. He was literally right there, 30 yards down the field. You said UCLA adjusted by not even looking for the run, and their linebackers and defensive backs sat on every route within 5 yards. They know Dylan is only good for flat routes, and they was always looking. But still, they gotta throw to him in the flat because when they did throw to him in the flat, he did get the positive yards. See, it's one thing that you know he's going to go on the flat, but it's one thing to catch him. You gotta try it. And then I saw that one play, even though most of the UCLA stars were out of the game, Alton did get positive yards. Thank you for the donation, by the way. He did get positive yards. So it's just, I just don't know why they not using. Maybe is it film study that he's not doing? Did something happen? Like, I don't know. Or maybe he just, they just working him back slowly, I guess. Maybe he's just not fully ready. But he looked like it to me, though. The way he was running, he looked like it. But we don't know because we didn't see enough of him. So we don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with Wilkerson. Is he hurt? Because he's a bruising back. He will get you the yards. He's a bruiser. But they didn't use him. You said Alton can't catch. You must not know who he is. You said he can't catch. You must not know who he is. Yeah, he can catch. You could go just type in Alton McCaskill highlights. You'll see it. For you to say he can't catch, I'm not sure. You talking about Alton or you talking about somebody else? You said the first run plays went for negative yards. Listen, I don't care if the first run plays go for negative yards. You still run because you gotta make it work. You know what I mean? You got to. So what? It didn't work. I've seen Barry Sanders get tackled for negative 10 yards. And guess what? He ran for over 100 yards that game. We can watch the highlights if you want, where he got set back yards or whatever, and they had to punt the ball. And he came right back and ran it to the house. Hey, what's up, Slap Happy? Thank you. You got to commit to it because they can run the ball. Even if, like, look, even if they getting yards here, they running the ball and then just boom them with a pass. Like it'll happen. They got these short routes. I saw Caleb catch a few short routes and stuff like that. He can run routes. He's like a route god. He can run routes like nobody's business. There's no way I would not have him in the game. And he can run routes like that. But I understand it's not enough ball to go around, though. Like, because you got a lot of wide receivers. So it's like how you work them in the game. I don't know. But I don't know what. I think Jalen Ellis must be hurt or something. He's not in the game either. But no, he's not hurt. He's on special teams. He's not hurt. But you just got a lot of wide receivers. So I understand that. They got a lot of wide receivers. They're deep in that category. But I understand, like, they're not going to win every game. I know that. But you can't beat yourself up either. Like, you can't lose the game. Like, you got to let the other team beat you. I honestly think if it's a situation where they say it's the offensive line and they can't run the ball, I think they can run the ball. I've seen them run the ball. They just don't commit to it because the stat said that they only got a few touches. The running backs from UCLA got a total of 30-some touches. Let me look. Let me look at the stats again. Okay. Yeah. I was right. So UCLA, their running backs, I'm just talking about their two running backs. They got a total of 31 touches. I mean, if you count the third running back, they got over 40 touches. And if you look at our running backs, if you just look at the main two that was playing, Edwards and Hankerson, they only got 7 touches. They got 7 touches. A total of 11 touches with all the running backs. That's not enough. That's not enough touches, man. That's just my opinion on it. Now I know, like, they more pass heavy, but these defenses is very easy. They're like, okay, they're pass heavy. We're just gonna throw all kind of blitz packages his way. That's just that's it right there. Yes, he is gonna burn you a couple times, but we're gonna take that because he did burn him on a play on that large. I mean that huge pass to Xavier Weaver. So he will burn you. They're like, okay, he's gonna burn us at some point, but we're gonna make it very, very difficult. We're gonna have a hand in his face, and we're gonna make sure if legally we can put some shoulder pads on him, we're gonna do it. And that's what they did. They beat him. That's what happened. So my suggestion is the running game. Throw some sweet plays, some two running backs in the backfield. I don't know if they got a two tight end setup. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that. But yeah, I would like to see more like bootleg plays and just toss it off to the running back. It's almost like an option. Even though a lot of these what do you call it, linebackers are really fast, but shit, let them beat you. Use your speed and see what happens. And then next thing you know, boom, you've got a wide receiver open. But they're not really a running team, though. They're not a running team actually, but they should be now. They should just try it. And as far as the offensive lineman is concerned, you might want to just research, just search Jeff Saturday mic'd up, and you're gonna see the mentality you gotta have. Just listen to him mic'd up. It was smoke the whole game. He's cussing the other players out. They cussing him out. You know, he telling him he'll knock you the F out. All types of stuff was going on that field. You know what I mean? Slapping each other, all types of stuff. So maybe just because Coach Prime he said something about aggression. So you just got to get aggressive. You gotta have not just a dog. You just got to be a maniac out there. A maniac. Because see, what you're trying to do is you're trying to force your will on another man and move him. So you got to be crazy. That's what you got to do. You got to be crazy at this point. Don't worry about drawing blood. If he get busted up, so what? You see what I'm saying? It got to be major, major smoke. Whoever that man in front of you, got to make sure at the end of the game he felt your presence. Tank, you got some big hands. You're a big man. As soon as that ball is snapped, I want you to take your hands and just imagine yourself putting your hands through that man's chest. And if he get by you, grab his jersey and yank his ass down. Yeah, you're gonna get a flag. Yeah, you're gonna get a flag, but he's not gonna tee off on your quarterback though. He's not gonna tee off on you. And quite frankly, the refs ain't gonna catch everything. They're not gonna catch all they got. I'm not saying you get dirty now. I'm just saying you need to be fighting. I know that don't sound right. You just gotta make it seem like it's a damn fight. That's what you gotta do. That's it, period. Even the center. That's it. I don't give a damn if a fight break out in the game or a skirmish. It just got to happen. You're not going to stand over my quarterback acting like you checking your watch and I won't smack you upside your head or like grab you or something. Yeah. So y'all just got to be 100% crazy. That's it. Because the coach said it. It's not me. I'm not getting this from the coach. He said something about aggression. You said thank you. I appreciate it. Bless Ron. You said coach is playing all the wrong personnel. They're not playing their best. They focus on playing, okay, family members and friends. You said that's the Louis he brought. Thank you, bless Ron. I don't know what to say to that one. You said the Louis luggage, but yeah, I would damn sure take what Coach Prime said personally. I said, okay, Coach, we're gonna have a nice practice this week because there's gonna be some fights breaking out. I'm just letting you know because your defensive line is getting ready to get beat up. I'm just letting you know that they're getting ready to get beat up. So I would say it, like how coach, he do the talk and everybody's sitting in there in the meeting room. How coach said, all right, let's get the hold on, coach. I'll raise my hand. I'll stand up. I said, I just want to say something. Remember the guy from Harlem Nights? Coach, somebody is finna get the ass whooped today. But don't take it personal. Y'all have a good one. That's it. Yeah, they gonna catch it because I'm practicing. Because I'm practicing on what I'm gonna do to the opponent. Okay, it's gonna be smoke. It's gonna be legal though. I'm not trying to hurt nobody, but they're gonna take offense to what I'm doing. Because ain't no way in the hell I'm 6'10". I'm grabbing you and flinging you. That's just what it's gonna be. And then after practice, I shake your hand and want to know how your folks is doing and everything. But in practice, it has to be smoke. It has to be. That's it. I know because a few fights broke out when he was coaching at Jackson State. It happens. So the next game you guys play, and I want you guys to take a note out of Jeff Saturday's book. Go watch him mic'd up, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It was smoke the whole game. The whole game, it was a beef. The whole game. I remember him and Warren Sapp went at it. What you think? What you think? Warren Sapp not backing down. So what you think? It was smoke the whole game. The whole game it was smoke. MF for this, MF for that. No, this ain't no nice man sport, especially when you in on the trenches. I ain't saying you got to be what do you call it? Illegal and hurt somebody. I'm not saying that, but you just gonna have to force your will in that game. And it's up to the refs to keep it where it's supposed to be, warn you or whatever. I think they hold every play. It's supposed to be like the refs ain't gonna catch everything. So there was a few plays where the man just went by untouched. Just went by. And then it was this one play where the Lua Lot 2, whatever his name is, he had something to say to Shedeur. So what you think I'm gonna do if I'm that center and he's standing up in front of me? I'm grabbing his fucking face mask and I'm going to the fucking ground. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do because and then I'm gonna get out and say, MF, you do that one more time. You talk to my quarterback one more time. I'm gonna make sure you put out the game. I'm talking about you got to be crazy. You ain't gonna put him out the game, but you talking trash to him. You see what I'm saying? That's it. You're not gonna sit here and mouth at my quarterback. It's smoke. That's personal. You might as well say he mouthing off at you. That's what I'm just talking. I'm not saying what they had to do. I'm just saying the mentality you got to have. I know because I heard some offensive line talk about it and like what made them so great. They would psycho on the field. Psycho. They had to psych themselves out. Just make it seem like if you were like a left tackle or whatever, right tackle, whoever you got to guard, make it in your mind. He tried to talk to your old lady, even though he didn't. Just in your mind, she cheating on you with him. That's where you got to feel now. You got to come up with something. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. So that right there, that's how I know. Like I'm not just making this up. Coach Prime said it. He said they got to have some type of aggression. That's what he meant. Yeah, them twins. Look at it. Ain't that cute? They 11 and 12. Yeah, 11 and 12. We're talking the whole time. But see, they already got the mentality. That's why they're dogs. They got the mentality. So you got to match that. You know what I'm saying? I bet you my damn helmet would have went upside his helmet. I bet you it would have. And I bet he would have stopped talking. You know what I'm saying? Like refs ain't gonna always catch what's going on in the trenches. My face mask going up against his face mask. That's what's happening if he keep running his mouth. And then what if the ref catch it, they're gonna be like, okay, unnecessary roughness. Okay, give me the unnecessary roughness call, but you're not gonna hit my quarterback though. Or the quarterback occasionally do get sacked. Let my quarterback get an injection at halftime. Somebody on their team is gonna wear that. Somebody got to wear it. My quarterback is getting an injection. Oh, somebody got my helmet going upside somebody's helmet. That's just what's gonna happen. I hope and I just hope the refs don't catch it. And that's it. And that's it. Then we go back to playing. You just got to be psycho, man. I remember the reason why I know this. Like I said, I played in high school. I didn't play like what they doing. But I remember my coach grabbed me on the sideline. See, back then they could put their hands on you. They can't do it no more. He grabbed me. You know how they grab you by the face mask? He said, MF, if you don't get nasty, I'm kicking your ass out the game. He said this right in front of my mother. Like she couldn't hear what was saying, but she like, why are he grabbing your face mask? She said that to me after the game. He said, if you don't get nasty, okay, he said, hurt that man in front of you. He said, take your hands and put him up his chest and make him feel you. And that's what I had to do. That's what I had to do. And that's it right there. But let me hear what Coach Prime is saying again. I want to hear it one more time because he did say something about the aggression. I said, that's it? Oh, that's correctable. That's correctable. All you got to do, like, look, guys, we ain't got to hurt nobody, but we going to take our hands and use them as battering rams. That's what we're going to do upside their chest. And then if the other player is going to take offense to it, might be a little skirmish, then grab him in the face mask. That's it. And then the refs, so everybody will break it up. You might get a little unnecessary roughness call, but then that's just to let them know you ain't playing. You just let them know you psycho. Because they'll think twice. Trust me. Sitting over there sacking the quarterback and doing the watch gesture. I wish he would have. I wish he would have. I mean, just talk crap. I mean, it's smoke on the field. That's it. But let me see where Coach Prime at. Where is he at?
Upright, healthy, and overall. The big picture, you go get the lineman. That's the picture, and I'm gonna paint it perfectly. How would you describe Travis's performance?
You heard him? He said the picture is you go get the lineman. That's what he's saying. So he's saying that he got to go out and get some linemen. Oh, I would be taking offense to that if I was offensive lineman. I would.
Travis is Travis. I keep telling you that he's the one.
I would be using that as motivation. I say, Coach, thank you. He can be like, what are you thanking me for? Thank you, Coach. And I just want to let you know, I would shake Coach's hand. I say, Coach, he already think I'm crazy. I say, Coach, listen to me. Shake your hand. You know how you shake somebody's hand, don't let it go? Coach, listen to me. Your defensive line, I'm going to take it out on them today. I'm just letting you know, one by one. They are going to get their asses kicked today. Okay? And thank you so much. That's it. That's it. You think that defensive lineman gonna get past Rock? No. I've seen him play. It's not happening. But even though we can't use him this year, it's not happening. And also, David Connor didn't play. He got hurt too. So they were hurt in the offensive line as well. So, but big man, you guys are big enough. Use your weight, man. Just use a battering ram or something. Do something. Grab them jerseys. Don't let go. I hope the refs don't catch it. So let me see what else. Let's continue. I want us to get to the point where he said they got to get aggressive.
Yeah, it's multiple kids. I don't concern myself about their play and their attitude.
You said hold on.
Yeah, I know.
You said the O lineman, D lineman, and linebackers. You remember Ray Lewis when he was mic'd up during the game? Ray was crazy. I thought something was wrong with him. He used to be talking to himself during the game. Even Lawrence Taylor used to do that, sitting there talking to himself. And then you can tell it was this one offensive line. He had him shook, Lawrence Taylor. He was just talking to him. He said, I ain't like how you hit me, son. I ain't like how you hit me. He said, well, I'm going to get your ass the next play. You just watch. And then the guy just looked at him like, what do I do? He said, I'm going to get you the next play. Just watch.
He's going to bounce back. You know, he was coming off of injury and he was taking the offensive side of the ball a lot more serious than he was taking the defensive side of the ball when he first came back. And he just had to, you know, reset because he didn't go home on the break. He stayed, worked out, trained, and got his feet up under him and watched film intently and studied the little things. So he was prepared and ready today. And he gave you a Travis Hunter performance.
Oh, the Shedeur. Ariel's up. 4 games left. How do you? Ariel's up.
I know it. I know what he's looking for, yo. I know, but see, I don't know how he can like tell this. Or I don't know how he can tell him. Will y'all please get crazy? Please. That's what I think. That's what he's trying to say. That's what he's looking for. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. If you don't have it in you already, you don't have it in you. You got to have it in you already. You really do. You know what I'm saying? You got to have it in you. You know, them twins sitting up there during the game, running their mouth. They were running their mouth the whole game. They were. Because their mouths were they were jaw jacking away the whole game. But you got to jaw jack back with them and grab them up. You know how, things get real personal when you're on the power line. So do what you got to do. Talk about all types of stuff to them to get them out their game. Like I seen your sister up in the crowd. I think she cute. Or your mother, she cute too. Something, do something. I know y'all think I'm crazy because I am. I am crazy. So that's what they got to do, man. Whatever you got to do to get this man out of his game. Whatever. Say his mother's cute or whatever you got to do. Whatever you do. Like, what's your mother at? Whatever you got to do during that game. I know y'all like, damn, that ain't a part again. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I want you to line up whoever the center is. You looking at whoever, hey, sexy, I think you cute today. You mine today. Yes, you are mine. You're sexy and you're mine. You know, whatever to take, because now the defender, I'm like, what is he talking about? Yeah, you mine. You mine today. Me and you, we're married. Me and you, we're married. Y'all see what I'm saying? You just got to be crazy. You're mine today. Okay? I'm just going to let you know, sweetheart, you're mine today. Today. And they're going to be like, damn, this dude is really psycho. I don't see not one person on that line with war paint on your face. Y'all are warriors. What's going on? Where the war paint at? Where is it? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you guys, they would think I'm crazy, yo. They would think I'm crazy. And yeah, Rodman used to do that. He used to get in people. He used to psych people out. Dennis Rodman, yeah, he did. But Dennis Rodman had a game though. I never seen somebody that could dominate a game just getting rebounds. Just with defense, he just dominates. It was crazy.
Regardless of whether or not you agree with the call or not, what did you say to Shiloh when you were walking off the field? When he was walking off the
field? That he got to keep it low. Just keep it low. If you keep it low, there's no question. I believe that he was not in fault because he turned his shoulder all the way around. He always does. He knows how to hit. And I told him I'm proud of it. He was having a heck of a game.
I would have told him I'm proud of him too because he got what I'm talking about. Shiloh got it. That he's crazy. I'm not saying he's crazy off the field, but on the field he's crazy. He is. I saw them warming up, right? When they were warming up and stuff, he wasn't even in warm-ups. He just walking the field with his sweatsuit on, just walking the field. Some people in the live chat, they thought he wasn't playing. I said, no, that's just what he does. He's by himself. I don't know what he's saying to himself, but he's just by himself. The man's crazy when he get on the field. When he get on the field, he's like Steve Atwater when he gets on the field. So I'm not worried about him. Yeah, he probably would have went a little lower because there's a target on their back. And the rest of them already let it be known already. There's a target on these men's back. He didn't have to eject him out. I mean, it was close. Yeah, it did get him in the chin area. Okay, I get it. But it wasn't accidental. I mean, excuse me, it was accidental. It wasn't like he was targeting. Like he was going for the man's head. That wasn't it. But it was close though, so I see why they did it. So, but he did. Remember, he got that one hit and he got a fumble. You know how that running back think he the business? Like I'm a big bad man. I squat 1,000 pounds. Yeah, but Shiloh knocked you out. He knocked you on your wallet, didn't he? And why did he knock him on his wallet? He had good technique and he's crazy. That's why. That's why. It's called controlled reckless abandonment. That's what he got, controlled aggression. That's why he knocked him on his wallet. That's old school right there. If that was the 1980s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, they wouldn't even call that.
He was being dominant on the defensive side of the
ball. Oh, if that's the case, then since y'all your refs, around NCAA, y'all you ejected Shiloh. How come you didn't do it with the dude from Colorado State what he did to Travis? That was clearly targeting, and you guys did not kick him out the game. We had talked about it too. If that was Shiloh, he got kicked out of the game. Guess what happened? He got kicked out of the game. And the funny part about it is the man wasn't even defenseless. It's just that it was a great ass hit. That's what it was. And he had the ball and everything. So, but anyway, he got to sit out in the next game. I think the rule has it that Shiloh has to sit out the first half. So we're not going to see Shiloh until after halftime in the next game. It's crazy.
And I'm just proud of him. I'm sorry this transpired, but I'm proud of his effort. I don't ask my kids to be the best on the field. I ask them to give their best, and he gave us his best.
Yeah, he can hit.
Coach, you talked about growing your talent and building this program. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of great talent in Los Angeles, a hotbed of talent.
There's a lot of hotbed of talent everywhere.
But how much are you paying attention to this area?
I pay attention to all areas. I pay attention to all kids. I don't just target one area, although I love Florida. Know that I'm from Florida.
All right. You know why he said that, right? He threw a dig at Coach Prime. Y'all know why he said that, right? Are you paying attention to kids in California area? Because remember the little controversy just came up with the former player, the former linebacker that used to play for Colorado. His son said that he got kicked out. Well, he's from California area. That's why he said it. I can't prove it, but that's what I'm going with. Because the question, it makes sense. Like, why wouldn't he look at players in California? Why wouldn't he? If it's talent, he going after the talent. But like Coach Prime said, the other schools going after the talent as well. There was no reason for that question, but he threw a shot. Coach Prime caught it. He threw a shot because of the whole thing that came out where the kid said he got kicked out. So when he said the question, like, how much are you really paying attention to the kids out there? I knew where he was getting at. You see how they really targeted him, man. It's crazy what's happening. To be honest with you, I don't see Coach Prime going past 2-3 years. He'll be done. He got too much money for this shit. To be honest with you, the way they carrying him, I don't see him coaching like 5 years. I don't see it. He don't need to. He don't need to. The amount of what he's going through, I would be surprised if he go past 5 years. I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised he done year 3. He retired. He'd be like, I'm done now. My kids in the NFL, I'm done. Yeah, people are saying that, oh, they're going to offer him hundreds of millions. He already got money. He don't need it. He already got it. And not that he don't need it, but he already have it. The amount of scrutiny and all this stuff that he's going through, like, I get why I get it, but yeah, man, it's too much, man. If I was him, I'd be like, this right here, I'm done. Like, I'm not feeling good. I'm done. I'm done with these questioning. So I just want to say that I'll be surprised he go past 4 years. Because me personally, if I was him after Shedeur and Travis and Shiloh and a few others done, I'm done. I'll probably stay long enough for Kermani. That's it. Once Kermani get to be junior, he go to NFL, I'm done at that point. I'm like, guys, it's been real. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. Not that I can't. They treating him not like he not like he don't know nothing about the game. He does. Like these questions are ridiculous. But I know why he picked at him. He picked at him on that question. He said these two teams played each other last year. It's a big night, a big day different. Right. Thank you, East Coast.
And I like Florida dogs because that's where I come from. But it's hotbeds everywhere. But I mean, you have a plethora of people, teams looking and seeking those kids as well. Everybody knows we ain't hard to find. Yes, sir. You're next.
Shedeur, is the pain somewhere specific, or is it kind of all around?
I don't know. He's hurt. He's hurting everywhere. Trust me.
4 games left, trying to get bowl eligible. What's the message?
Say that again.
With 4 games left, trying to get bowl eligible. 2 more wins.
I don't give a damn about no bowl. We're trying to win, period. Like, we're not saying, oh, we got to go to bowl. We're trying to win. We're trying to win, period. And I think we proved that. First half, the second half, I know we came back and gave up explosions as soon as the second half commenced, but the young men played a heck of a game. They really did. They played the bus off. Like, a lot of the mistakes we made, we know we can do better than that. And they forced them, but we made tremendous mistakes defensively. I'm not going to talk about offense. We made tremendous mistakes defensively that enabled them to do what they did. But overall, I think there was an improvement. What were we penalties wise? How many penalties? 7 for 60. Yeah. It's a tremendous improvement from last game. I mean, we harped on that all week long, so I think we made tremendous strides in that aspect.
Okay, 2 more. Go ahead.
Thank you. Real quickly, after I think it was a Colorado State game, you said there were a lot of people, that were happy that this was happening. I think there's more people that are happy that you're winning and you're succeeding.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Quick question, tactical question.
Mm-hmm.
When you pulled it within 13 at the end of the game, is there any reason why you didn't go for 2 to come within 11?
Well, you don't really go for 2 until you have to. So it wasn't.
My reasoning is a field goal and a point out, 2 points.
Yeah, once you get to that, when you get to that point, you do what you have to do. But until you get to that, you don't take those chances at all whatsoever.
Thank you, Coach Hunter.
Hey, Coach Prime.
Yes, sir.
You always talk about improving the program. You
Yes,
always talk
sir.
about the mistakes. What are the differences versus coaching versus teaching these young men, and what points?
Well, we're always coaching and we're always teaching. I mean, that's what we do. And every game teaches a tremendous lesson. Every day of life teaches a tremendous lesson. So I think they're learning at a fast pace because unlike many other first-year coach-led teams, there's a tremendous expectation for us. And we would love to meet those expectations. I think we were close. I mean, we did some wonderful things. You could see what we have and what we're building, and you could see the need. So just like recruits, you don't think they're watching TV and they see the needs that we have. It's very easy to understand this is what we need, and this is the type of quarterback that we have. So I'm happy with what I see for the future. I really am. I know we got our butts kicked. We lost today, but I'm happy with what I see in the future because you can see how close we are to being what we desire to be.
Okay. Thanks.
No. Let me go.
Okay.
Let me go.
Go ahead, Eric.
Yes, sir.
Coach, you talked
I'm
about
sorry.
offensive
No, you're good. You're good.
My man, I love this guy. He does a heck of a job. I'm dead serious. You do a heck of a job every week, man. I'm proud of you.
Curtis is the best.
Yeah.
Your offensive line again. You talked about how
All right, here we go.
play today and the offense in general. What can be done at this point of the season formation-wise? Playing with 6 linemen, 2 backs. Is there anything formationally wise that you guys can add at this point of the season, or it is what it is?
We could all say what could have, should have, would have. We do. But there's a defense over there that's studying and preparing for us each week. And they have these type of weapons. You got to still understand we played against one of the best defenses in the Pac-12 and in the country today. And we came out and went right down the field, and we didn't get 6, we got 3, and we came back and got another 3. So we showed some things that we could do. The consistency that just isn't there at this point because of the lack of talent at certain positions. Yes, ma'am.
Can you just talk about just how well Shedeur has been doing as a quarterback?
Well, I can't sit up here and elaborate on how well statistically you can see how well he's doing. I don't know who else, that they have in these hires and how he's been balancing and running that takes the abuse that he takes and get back up. I don't know if any of these guys could stand and deliver every week like he does with the same same stress that he delivers from. So I'm proud of it. And not just as a father, but as a coach, I'm proud of his strides and what he's doing and what he's seeing.
What's the biggest challenge of playing 2 ways?
For Travis? Probably the conditioning part, but Travis never tires. The conditioning part and the physicality of it.
Right, Coach, look at a positive tonight. You guys have not been forcing turnovers the last 2 games. You get
Right.
4 of them tonight. How big was that step for this defense to start doing some of those things?
Well, it's tremendous. You got to understand. Somebody said that I'm not as critical as Coach Kelly because I hear the calls going and I know what the guy's supposed to do. And I know when he makes a call, that guy's supposed to do that, and sometimes that does not happen. I'm tremendously ecstatic about what we accomplished in the turnover aspect of everything, but we still made little mistakes. We harped on first down, shot that first down, they take a shot. We did talk about that all week. We even showed them a consistency of plays that we've given up on first downs, explosion, 20 yards or more. And it was a multitude of them that happened on first downs. And I'll be darned, we come out in first down, they take a shot and they hit it after we've gone over that over and over and over and over. But I mean, we live and learn.
Coach, how does it feel that your team, set record numbers here at UCLA?
I want to set record numbers of winning. I do. I admire the fans, and they came out and did a wonderful job in packing the stadium and selling out. What is it? 8 consecutive sellouts?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ecstatic about that, but I would love to be on the winning end of those sellouts. I really, truly would. That would be phenomenal.
What was the message at halftime tonight? It seemed like you guys went in there.
It was rough. It was rough. I don't recall everything I said, but it was rough.
What was the theme overall?
Now. Yes, sir.
You were saying yesterday in some of the videos that you guys posted that how special it was to be at the Rose Bowl. I mean, you never had the chance to play here as a player. Despite the loss, I mean, what did it mean to be able to be in this building tonight?
You got to understand, I mean, to understand this is they always say the granddaddy of them all, and to see the iconic games that has been played here, and not to be able to play in it in my whole entire career, but to come back and coach in it. And you got to think about, when we walk Coach Hart, Coach Mathis, and Mr. Calhoun, who runs our operations, we was just coaching youth football several years ago. And we in the darn Rose Bowl, and you want me to question how good my God is? Have you lost your mind? I'm serious, like 7 years ago. Mr. Calhoun was, we always take a picture.
Find yourself to taking those moments and appreciate.
Yeah, I do. I don't have to remind myself. It comes natural. It's hard to knock me off my horse because it's a God and how good he's.
After a loss and volunteer to take more questions.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. My question though, it seems like you've found the balance so far this season, but can you provide some insight into how you walk that line between father and coach when you see Shiloh being ejected?
They only really know me, but I've raised them and coached an athlete as well. And as such.
A lot about players that like the game versus players that love the game.
Yes,
you
sir.
also talked about, gauging the locker room, this level of belief.
Yes, sir.
How together would you say the team is right now?
We had our best week of practice, man. We had the best Friday workout we've ever had, and we came out ready and prepared. It was not because of a lack of preparation or a lack of want and need. We just made some key mistakes at key times, and we're 7 to 10 players away of really doing what we want to do in college football.
Anything else for Coach?
We talked a little earlier this year about the offensive coordinator learning the quarterback.
He said they 7 to 10 players away from doing what he want to do in college football. 7 to 10 away. I believe that too. Like, but he looking for a certain type of 7 to 10 players.
Yeah.
How far along in the process do you think Sean Lewis and Shedeur are, and what have you thought about Sean's performance so far this year?
You can't put me on the spot like that. I think the coaches are doing a pretty good job. Thank you. That was a great try. Value effort. You got to understand, I've sat in your seat for like 17, 18 years. So I got to know when it's coming.
Coach, is you anticipate Travis at all on offense today?
No, I mean, I do tell him who I want in the game and what I want now. And I don't discriminate for that. Last one.
Coach, did you anticipate maybe going through a tough time like you're going through right now?
I'm not going through a tough time. What makes you think I'm going to? What about me look like it's a tough time?
I know
depth to be able to accomplish the goals that we set out. But there's no excuse. It's got to be next man up. So we got tonight. We got to do 2 days off so he can have time. Probably should tell these young men. They hung in there as long as he's one of the good ones, and he knows what he's doing. So I could glean a lot from him, for him. He's man up. So we got to have enough depth to be able to accomplish the goals that we set out to accomplish. Special teams model was terrific. Model was unbelievable. That is who he is. So that's a highlight of the special teams, and they covered tremendously well as well. Defensively, we fought our butts off. We made some key mistakes. Once Shiloh went out, he's one of the main communicators on the back end. That was a tremendous blow for us because he's one of the leaders on the backside of the defense, and he's the enforcer. He's the dog back there, and I don't complain about official calls, but because those guys have the toughest job in the country to me, because the game is going so fast, and they have to make a call, even though they have an opportunity for instant replay. But the catch on the sideline and the targeting for Shiloh, I'm still questioning those things. But if it is what it is,
He talking about the catch on the sideline for the UCLA player. Remember, he caught it with one hand. It looked like that was good. He dragged his feet, and the other one he dragged his feet before the other one hit the was out of bounds, before it touched out of bounds. That was like a crazy catch.
I think they had a tremendous bearing on the outcome of the game, because when you lose a safety of that caliber, lose the quarterback of the defense, that's a tremendous blow. And that play on the sideline, I think it was a third down, would have been off the field as well. So we got to do a lot better, not only offensively, defensively, as well as coaching the game. And I'll take the full responsibility for that. I got to address those issues that we're having.
Now, he said that they got to do a better job of coaching the game. And he said, obviously he said that falls on him. He's the head coach, but he said he got to do something to address that, coaching the game. So when people say that, man, where is these other plays at? Like, where are these sweet plays? Where are these bootleg runs, or where are these toss plays to the flat or whatever? So he pretty much saying that.
As well. Let's go.
At least that's how I'm taking it.
First one, Brian.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, it wasn't just tonight. I know the offensive line has had kind of an up and down year. You had some new guys in there tonight. What's going on that you guys just haven't been able to figure that side, or that area of the ball out?
Depth. Not only depth, killer instinct.
There it is. That's what I was looking for. I'm sorry I had to keep skipping around. I just didn't know where it was. I didn't realize that he said it early on. He said killer instinct.
Depth. Not only depth, killer instinct, want, desire, will, athleticism. The hardest thing to acquire is linemen. So
Yep.
when people have a good one, you rarely see linemen jump and go to different schools. I think we have some guys that it's going to be good with a little seasoning, but overall, we just don't have the fight and the passion to do what we want to do.
You hear it? There it
I'm
is.
a little biased because I'm his father, but I think we have the best quarterback.
Let me go back.
Have the fight and the passion to do what we.
He said he do have a few there that need some seasoning, but you got to have the fire and the passion.
With a little seasoning, but overall, we just don't have the fight and the passion to.
You see it? The fight and the passion. He said it. That can be corrected if they like, but it's either you have it or you don't. It's either you have it or you don't. He said the passion. Now, why they don't have the passion at this level? You know, like, you know, some, you know, it just depends on the player, man. But that's what he said. That killer instinct. The killer instinct, you're born with that. You can't teach that. You can't teach somebody with the killer instinct. You can get it out of them. If they might not know they have it, by you working with them, you can get it out of them. But if they don't have it, they don't have it. If they're not willing to go in there and impose their will on another man, then you just ain't got it. Like some people just ain't, but you know, like with boxing, you got to go in there and pretty much legally assault another man. Or women that box, you're legally assaulting them. You're in the hurt business. And you know how they say you can practice all you want until you get hit. And then there's something else. Mike Tyson said, you could train all you want until you get hit. And then you'll see. But he said it right there. So at this stage of the game, with 4 games left, if he's still questioning if they got the desire if he's questioning that, then I don't know what to say. That's not on him. I mean, how can you get it out of him? So he said it right there. That's what I was looking for. I was like, damn, I know he said it. Or was I just sleepy last night and I just thought he said it? That happens too.
The hardest thing to acquire is linemen.
So that's what he said. The hardest thing to acquire is linemen. He's right about that. I just named some linemen in college football right now. Like a Will Putnam. Like you're not going to get him. Or Kevin Banks out of Texas. Gordon Barton. Or Zach Frazier. Or Trevor Keegan. Like do you ever see how they look? Dude, I know when an offensive lineman is a killer. Just the way he looked when he line up. Just the way his eyes look. It's almost like his eyes it's like he don't took himself to a dark place. Like they just look. I remember this one offensive lineman. He went to the NFL. I can't remember his name right now. I believe he played at Ohio State. It's not Orlando Pace. We all know he was a killer. Not him. There was another one. When he used to line up, I was like, I would not want to touch this dude, yo. He don't look right. He looked like he just looked crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember what was another one back in the day that was crazy? Richie Incognito. He was another one. He was psycho. And I believe, what did he play? He was on the offensive line, but he was a guard. Yeah, Richie Incognito. He was another one. And there was another one, man. I can't remember his name. He used to play for the Bears. He just looked like he wasn't all the way rap tight. He looked like he just wasn't all the way there. But he wasn't like that off the field, though. Off the field, he was nice. He was a gentleman. But on the field, it's just like he lost his mind. He wasn't rap tight. And you know he had the killer instinct. He had, at the end of the game, blood all on his hands, all types of craziness. He just didn't look right. But that's what I'm talking about. It's like if you either got it or you don't. So that's what he said. He said killer instinct. He said it. I was waiting for him to say it.
So when people have a good one, you rarely see linemen jump.
You had some new guys in there tonight. What's going on that you guys just haven't been able to figure that side or that area of the ball out?
Depth. Not only depth. Killer instinct, want, desire, will, athletic.
Killer instinct, want, and desire. This is what he's saying about his offensive line at this late stage in the game. He's saying that they don't have the killer instinct, want, or desire. Why they don't have the want or the desire? Because, you know, like you gotta have it. You gotta have, yeah, you strong, but you gotta have that like desire to manhandle another man that want it just as much as you do. That's a very rough position to play. Just imagine a fight every single play. You're in a fight. You know, I give that position a lot of credit because that is like a grunt position. Like, but they have to be smart as well. Like that's why I say go back and look at Jeff Saturday mic'd up, and you will see he knew what the defense was doing. He was communicating with his line. He said, "Look what they're getting ready to do. Look what these MF is getting ready to do. Look what they're getting ready to do." And then he was like looking around. This is even before he touched the ball. When they out of the huddle, when they're going, he's looking at the defense and how they lined up. And then he's communicating with his line. And then he get on the ball and snap it to Peyton Manning. So he said it, man. I know I wasn't making it up. He said want and desire. Killer instinct. Killer instinct, man. Yeah, that's what he looking for, man. You said those kids don't even know how to fight on the school. You're like, yeah. I'm not saying like there's a lot of what do you call it? There's a lot of kids like that, but it's just that you can't get them from them schools. Like that kid up at Michigan. That's another one that looked crazy. I forget that offensive lineman name. He looked like he ain't all the way there either. You can't get him off that team. It's like like he said, that's a very difficult position to recruit. But it's not impossible that they can go find them. And I believe that's what they're going to do. And maybe some recruits, like he said, they might be calling them. Like, coach, I know what you need. I'm here to help. I'm going to come help you. I know what you need. I'm the man. You know what I mean? They're there. There's some fighters out there, but not everybody's like that. And you got a lot of them already in the NFL already. You just look at the last NFL draft. How many offensive linemen went in the first round? It was a lot of them because it's like rare, man. You got to get them when you can. You said the lineman he's looking for. Look, hold on. Yep. Okay, I ain't the only one. You said the lineman he looking for looked like Larry Allen. Yep. Where is Larry Allen? I gotta All right, guys, look. Hold on, let me find it. Look, where is it? Where Larry Allen? He didn't, but like you can look at his face and know he's not playing. Hold up, where is it? Where is Larry Allen? Look at him. You tell me he ain't got the killer instinct? Of course he has it. You can see it in his face. You can look right there. He feel like he was in a fight the whole game. You could tell, and he didn't lose. Yep, that's exactly what he's looking for. Exactly, but not only size, he's looking for the mentality. He's looking for the mentality, man. Yep, he's looking for the he's damn sure looking for the mentality of it. But yeah, Larry Allen. That's a very good example. You got a couple of them on your squad. They may have them already. Maybe they just need a talking to. He may have it. Like, look, guys, y'all got to fight. Can y'all do that? But if he's saying it at this late stage of the game, then I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I know Rock has it, but we just can't use him. He said Larry Allen was an anomaly. I gotta find another. Who was another killer? What was his name? Oh shoot. Damn, what was his name? It was another guy used to play for the Patriots back in the day. It's just that, man. It's like you see him, like when you see him, you know they ain't no joke. But I think we all know what they need though. But yeah, what he's looking for. But yeah, man, you'll know him when you see him. Let me see. Yeah, that's who I'm looking for. Let me show you. No, that's this dude right here, ladies and gentlemen. He is like what you call like the Mount Rushmore of offensive linemen. That's Anthony Munoz. He's on the Mount Rushmore of offensive linemen of all time. He's like what you call the gold standard. Anthony Munoz is the gold standard. And let me see, let me find him. That guy right there, he's the gold standard offensive lineman. It's very rare that his quarterback got touched if his man touched his quarterback. It was a rare occurrence. Like his quarterback will get knocked down every now and then, but if he get his hands on you, it's over. He get his hands on you. Yeah, Anthony Munoz. There's a lot of them though. We just talking about Larry Allen. There's a lot of them. But you'll know him when you see him though. But I mean, if I was the offensive line currently right now, I would take that as motivation. Okay, he's saying that, okay, we ain't got that killer instinct. Well, he getting ready to find out. He getting ready to find out because I would talk to the rest of the offensive linemen. I said, we can't wait for practice because we getting ready to show these coaches something. It's going to be hell to pay in this practice. It's going to be a few skirmishes break out, just to let you know. We're going to have a few skirmishes break out, but they not going to know what's coming. Right? It's going to take the whole damn team to get us off them when the skirmish break out. But let's get it. We ain't going to hurt them, but we going to piss them off. You can come do your little swim technique all you want to. You're going down. That's just what's happening. And I'm going to yank them down. And then the coach is going to be like, what are you doing? Y'all just sit back with your popcorn. Because y'all saying that we ain't got the killer instinct, right? Well, we about to show you. We about to show you. That will motivate me. Like now I'm thinking my position is on the line now. Like I'm not going to be here next year. As he just said it, a few of them with some seasoning, but the rest of them, for the most part, they need more offensive linemen. So what he's saying is they need to go. So I'm just going to tell them, I'm just going to give y'all some parting gifts. Your defensive line is going to get something coming to them. I'm fixing to do something. So that's what's going to happen. It's going to be all type of holding and grabbing, all types of stuff, slanging on the ground, everything. So there you go. That should be some motivation right there. Ultimate motivation. And then now you prepared for this team that's coming up. You said they need the, oh yeah. You said seasoning. How ironic. Message is seasoning too. You said Colorado could use a new head coach. No. Let me tell you why. Now you trying to be funny. They were 1-11 last year. Now we're sitting up here trying to figure out how come they not doing this and that, and they almost bowl eligible. So it's like this team is totally different. Even though they got their issues, it's totally different team. Totally different team. Oh, they go 1968. I figure you'll be there. I figure you'll say something. You just need some hot sauce. I don't know what it is. Wait, what he saying? That's Hey, don't you got to eat a lot of that for that to happen? I don't know if that's true or not. I personally don't eat KFC. I personally don't. Or Popeyes, because every time I eat it, it messed me up. My stomach can't take it. So it's something they got in it, because I don't know I don't know what it is, but it don't agree with my stomach. No, that's not what I'm giving. Hold on. No, that's not what I'm giving them credit for. This team won more. Listen, he turned it. All right, look, he turned. I don't even know why I got to say it. He turned the team around. Every game they go to is sold out. This is a win here. Everything is just up right now. Even though, yeah, they lost the game, but I guarantee you the next game is going to be sold out. Right? They're 2 games away from being bowl eligible. They weren't talking about that last year. So you got to understand, this is the first year, right? The team was just put together. So being that this team was put together and the 70 plus new players, they did good in my book. I can't do better than that, can you? I know I can't. You said, how come he not saying that about the running backs? You talking about the killer instinct and stuff? Well, I'm just saying my whole position is I think this is correctable. You know, it's a combination of the playbook, getting some new plays to get these running backs involved, stuff like that. Now, as far as killer instinct is concerned, if they already have them, they just got to get nasty. That's all. Okay. If they have it in them already, that's easy to get out. They just got to get mad before the game. They got to come up with something to psych themselves out. Okay. I don't know what kind of music they listening to, and I don't know. But they got to psych themselves out before the game. I'm talking to myself the whole game. They probably think I'm crazy. I'll be sitting there talking to myself. You know what I'm saying? Just staring at, it's just little things you can do. While they're at a timeout, You know, while they're at a timeout, you just sitting there with your hands on your hips, just staring at your opponent. Not even talk, just staring at them. Now they think you crazy. They don't know what you gonna do. You know, like little stuff, like you just psyching them out. It's a head game. You psyching them out. You say listen to R&B and country. You said they get high before the game. What you mean they get high? Steve, come on, Steve. Talking about they get high before the game. You said y'all MF is gonna stay ignorant and uninformed. We always got one, don't we? We always gonna have one. You know, you eat the hell out of some KFC. You sitting up here talking trash. You eat the hell out of some KFC. I can feel it. What's your name? Versace Scotty. I know you eat KFC. I know you eat KFC. And you sitting up here talking. You eat the hell out of some Popeyes. Yes, you do. You said facts. It's all okay. How do you know, Steve? Steve up here, I don't know. People he just talking. I'm just saying if he's saying killer instinct, that's very easy to get out. I know the players like, damn, all I gotta do is fight. Okay, well, let me just go up in here and practice, and it's gonna be smoke. That's it. You know how the players, the defensive ends, they run around. You know how they do their little technique and they get past the left tackle, whatever. All you can do is grab him and fall on him. Like it's gonna be smoke in practice. I know, and then let the coaches get on me. Because I'm gonna tell them the coaches can't help you. The coaches ain't gonna be. It ain't nowhere in the hell. I'm 6'10". Everybody be scared of my ass. I'm sorry. I be doing all types of stuff. He probably have it. I bet you he have it. They now, since the coach said that, it might be an issue now. That might have been what they needed. Oh, he telling me we ain't got the killer instinct? Oh, hell no. He got me effed up. I ain't got the killer instinct. I'm about to show him. So that might have been what they needed. You said be smart. He said, no, I don't eat it, Versace Scotty, but I know you do. You know damn well you eat some Popeyes. You said weed is legal. Let me tell you something. If I was playing a sport, right, I wouldn't drink and I wouldn't smoke. And I got that from there's a couple players that didn't drink or smoke. Floyd Mayweather was one of them. And that's what kept his longevity. Okay. Oh, it make you sick too? Okay, yeah, there's something about that. You remember that Popeye sandwich everybody was like in line for? And I'm like, yo, we live around a bunch of NPCs, man. How are you in line all that time for a damn chicken sandwich? Oh my God, it's always got to be one. Talking about he don't read either. Man, oh man, I tell you. But yeah, he don't smoke or drink. And if I'm playing, I would not smoke or drink. Even though they said there's benefits to smoking, but I don't want to smoke and drink. Yeah, you can make your own chicken sandwich, right? That's better than what they but I was just watching them all in line that time. I said, damn, these people are brainwashed. And somebody I know was like, dog, man, we was in line for 3 hours. And I you know what I said to him? I said, you mean to tell me you were in line for 3 hours for a chicken sandwich? And your mother has made better? And he didn't know what to say to me. He had this glossy look in his. I said, dude, you're an NPC, man. He's like, yeah, but I said, how was the chicken sandwich? He said, man, That chicken sandwich was good. I said, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it was not. I said, you brainwashed. You just brainwashed. That's all, man. That chicken sandwich is garbage. Because I finally had it. I mean, not during that time, but I said, let me buy this. It was garbage. And they didn't even put no sauce on it. It was just like a little pickle on it or something. I was like, this is garbage. It was dry. But guess what happened? That thing got me sick. I had like flu-like symptoms after I ate it. That's how I know there's something in that. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat that stuff no more. And the Popeyes near me is straight dirty inside. I was like, I'm so surprised the health department didn't shut y'all down. It just, I can just tell by they don't give a damn about that food. You eat it, you eat it. They don't give a damn. I can't consume MSG anyway. He said Woods is just fast enough to play linebacker. He can't get to the quarterback. Yeah, that's right. He was playing linebacker. He fast enough to get to the quarterback. I think he is. But it's just, I'm just like was focused on the offensive line. And I said, nah, I think this is correctable. Maybe it's a conversation they got to have. Hey, man, do you got the killer instinct in you or what? Yeah, coach. Well, then do it. Fight. Okay, you sure? Yeah. Great. Don't let the lineman know what you're getting ready to do. Just do it like that. But it's hard, man. That's a hard position to play, so I get it. It's hard, man. But I think they got it. I think maybe they just needed talking to. But I think, like I said, it's a little bit more complex than just the offensive line. I think it's the plays too. But that is it. Starving and waiting in that thing for 3 hours for a chicken sandwich that ain't even taste good. It don't taste good to me. Kamani did travel. He was in Los Angeles. I saw him. He did travel. Somebody left me a message saying that he didn't travel. Yes, he did. I saw him on a video on it was on the pregame show. He was there. Right. And the guys never played. This is their first time playing together as well, right? All right, let me call it back. Hold on 1 second. Hey. All right, give me about 10 minutes. All right. Did you set the YouTube up yet? What's that? Okay. All right. Yeah, give me about 10 minutes. All right. You said Kermani not leaving? You said Woods knocked down a TD pass? Yeah, he did all right. I thought he did good. You said that's what you think, Adrian? You said these young men aren't blocking Shedeur because they need a bag of money. They too flashy. You think that's what it is? Damn, well. But see, here's the thing though. They're in a crazy position because the only way you get a bag unless you play good. And the thing is, if you don't want to block, right, it's making you look bad a little bit. So yeah, the money, you got to perform. So Yeah, I think you said at Florida you was there with Emmett. Oh, when Emmett Smith played. I would just say get the running game going. I know he said they don't have it, but you said they soft. You think so? I don't know. Maybe they need a talking to. Like, look, you can get away with holding sometime. You just got to know when to do it. You can get away. You can get away with some stuff. You know. You said they don't need to drive all those expensive cars in college. Some may be jealous if they are struggling in college. Um, I mean, I'm not really a car person, me personally. So it don't matter if they driving flashy cars. I'm not a car person. It's just a mode of transportation to me. So if I have a car, I'm not gonna be jealous that they got a Rolls Royce. The car get to A to B. That's just me. If the car get the A to B, I'm good. I ride my car like it's a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy with what I got. And if I'm sitting up here and my man can't get to Shedeur the whole game and I'm pancaking and sacking and all that type of stuff, all that money gonna come get me. They gonna give me a bag. You best believe. If I'm sitting there getting pancakes the whole game, was there a pancake in the game? I didn't even see one. If they getting all type of pancakes and all that doing that, the money gonna come to them. Oh yeah, they gonna get them some piece of money. What's that offensive lineman that got picked first in this previous draft? What's his name? Oh, he had a bag already. Yes, he did. Yeah, he had a bag already. I know he did. Yeah, he took a lot of sacks, Adrian. I know he did, but you said not one lineman with an NIL is def. But see, here's the thing about that. We don't know what they're getting. I know that On3 have those NIL evaluations, but how about how did that work, y'all? We were talking about this last night. How did the collectives, if they give you money, that's not reported on NIL, right? The NIL evaluation. Is that added to it or no? I don't know how that worked. Like, because I know there's this money on the back end. It gotta be. Just like you remember Utah, all the scholarship players got trucks. Did y'all hear about that? Well, I know that Coach Prime said he had to get some injections at halftime. I don't know how hurt he is though. But you remember how yeah, see, like the cars and stuff and the jury. I'm not a jury person, right? So the jury and that don't bother me. It's just what you like. They like cars and jewelry. I'm not into jewelry, so I don't really, you know, um, care about that. Like if I was on that team, I wouldn't mind all that. I'm sitting up here trying to make sure he don't get touched because then the bag is gonna come my way. I'm trying to win the Buckus Award. That's my mentality. I'm like, I'm gonna win the damn Buckus. You know what I'm saying? I mess around and win the Buckus as a sophomore. Oh, the bag is coming. Yes, it is. The bag is coming. That's right. And if the bag don't come, now look, coach, now I got to sit down in his office. You know how he say he ain't hard to find. I'm like, hey, coach, how you doing? What's up, dog? I know you ain't hard to find, but you need to have a conversation. My sophomore year, I won the Buckus. Okay, yeah, dog, that's good. You won the Buckus. Like, okay, yeah, I need you to see if you can get them collectors to call me. Okay, what do you mean? I need a bag. I just won the Buckets Award. Okay. What they call it when the offensive line win awards, the Buckets or the Lombardi, whatever you call it. I won that award. And that means I'm the best offensive lineman in the country. What's that award name for the best offensive lineman in the country? I won that. Okay. Florida's offering me a bag, coach. You feel me? That's how you do it. You got to be good, man. You got to, it go by popularity too, right? You just got to work on you, man. A lot of them could get a bag off YouTube, man. Listen, they can get a bag off YouTube, man. Like they start their YouTube, whatever, and be active and all that type of stuff. They get a bag off that too. I just don't think they realize it. You can get a little something. It's just certain players have it. Like of course Caleb Williams is gonna get a really nice bag if he stayed to his senior year, but I think he's going into the draft this year. But he got a few million in the bank. Look like Kermani doing really well. He doing the money sign. I see you, Kermani, throwing the money sign up in your Instagram. I see you. So it's popularity, it's you gotta market yourself. Like I gotta work on this kid's YouTube profile now. She's a basketball player. So we getting her online presence going. So we getting her working on her brand and stuff like that. It starts when you're that young and you got to build it up. You said the linemen just need to apply to the military. Nah, man. I think it's fixable. Yeah, I heard Caleb might stay. He might not even want to come to my Jets, but that's all right. I don't blame him if he don't want to go to the Jets. I don't blame him. You said facts, mama rent, dude. No, I mean, Yeah, you said Bronny James got 10 million. Yeah, it's hard, man. Like, but you just got to know his dad is popular. So that's by way of his dad, by product of his dad, that he's popular. His dad was, see, a lot of these players, they got the benefit of having a famous father. So that helps. It's just you got to get yours out of the mud. Be happy for the man, and then just know that, as long as I'm out here on this offensive line, Shedeur, you're going to be protected. And I just got to get the other ones motivated to do it as well. But coach said it, man. It came out of his mouth. He said killer instinct and want and desire. He said that's what they need. I mean, you can give somebody a bag. I mean, but is they still going to do it? I don't know. But there's a lot of offensive linemen right out here in the country now. They got a nice little bag. If that NIL evaluation is true, I don't know. I think it's an approximate number. It's not the exact, but it's to give you a ballpark on what they're looking at. So they got a nice little bag. So we'll see. You said your dad ain't LeBron James. You can't be that slow. I was giving an example. I think what's going on? I was like, we talking about Bronny. He is famous because of his father. And I said some people got to get out the mud. That's all I was saying. You said the Outland Trophy. Well, coach, I just won the Outland Trophy, man. Okay. Now let's listen where these collectives at, because you know what I'm saying. I'm the best in college football. Don't let me win the Heisman. Oh man, but the money coming in at that point if you win the Heisman. But I mean I'm sorry, Brian. My bad. But the money come to you. I like that was a good gesture by Utah. They had I think they had a endorsement by, what was it, Ford, or it wasn't Ford? I can't remember. Yeah, it was Ford, and they gave all the scholarship players free trucks. That was a nice gesture. So just think about how those kids felt, man. They was all lined up on the field, all the trucks. That was pretty dope. They should do that here at Colorado. They should do something like that. But I don't think the coaches feel everybody going. I don't know. Dodge. Okay, it was Dodge. I don't know. Y'all think it's, I don't know. I can't speculate and say it's money. But yeah, I have no idea what it is, man. I don't know. I don't know. But when he say that, protect, but see, the issue is, I'm afraid that the next game that they're playing, I mean, anything can happen. They could come back and do very well. But the only problem is, where is it? They're playing a team that beat UCLA pretty convincingly. So I'm a little bit like, okay, that's gonna be kind of a difficult game too. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. So we'll see what happens. I'll come back sometime next week. But yeah, he definitely said he received an injection at halftime to block the pain. That's not good. I wonder what's going on with him. But I think they definitely gonna need him for next game, though. Yeah, Oregon State. Yeah, man, they just gotta do it better. We'll see what happens with the play calling and stuff. I like what happened with the defense, though. Travis, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles. So yeah. Special teams came up. Mata and the coverage team, they were in the right place, so they were good there. I'm not knocking the defense today. It's just that the protection part, I think, can get a little better. I think they could fix it. But he said the desire has to be there, and the killer instinct. So we'll see, man. Guys, I just want to come on real quick. I'll see you sometime next week. Well, definitely after the game. That's a home game. That's a late game. Because that game come on 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I'll be back after that. But that's a homecoming for Coach Prime and them. So that's their homecoming. It's a late homecoming, though. But guys, I will see you on the next one. And yeah, man. Hopefully I can get some players in. They break it down. I had my boy played offensive line. He was going to come on and break it down because he played in the Power 5. And he was like, this might be correctable. He said, a killer instinct, they might have it. It's just that they need a talking to. He said, why don't they have, I remember they had Nate Newton come up there. He said they might need somebody like him to come up there and tell them, like, you can get away with this. You can get away with this. You can get away with that. He said they might need somebody like that to come up there. But he's already been up there, though. So I don't know. But he was like, it could be corrected. He said he said the running plays, they can do other kind of stuff. I don't know, man. It's almost like talking another language when he start talking. Then he started talking about the gaps, and he was like, the center got to communicate. You got to know where the work is. And but he said, I don't know about the tight ends. They run a 2 tight end set every now and then, or what are they doing? I don't know. I do see 1 tight end out there, but I don't know, man. But anyway, 4 games left. This season going by fast, man. Golly, next thing you know, Thanksgiving is going to be here. So I'm going to be traveling for that. But year moving along fast, folks. Y'all have a good rest of your week. I'll catch you guys soon. All right, y'all.